Hello and welcome to another episode of Chloe Sells NYC. And on today's episode, we are going to talk about the 4 biggest mistakes I see $1 million buyers make. And I will give you tips on how to avoid them. Let's get to it. People forget to budget closing costs and cash in bank post-closing. Do your financial analysis before you start looking at properties. Talk to a broker, and I spend a lot of time sitting down with clients even before we go out and even before we look at properties on the internet to make sure that your numbers fit, because it would be really heartbreaking to see a beautiful $1.5 million home and then realize that you only have the cash for $1.2 million. And guess what? It's happened before. If you are going to buy in a co-op, you need to take into account that co-ops expect to see 18 to 24 months of maintenance plus mortgage and interest rates in your bank account once you've paid everything you needed to pay in the transaction. Mistake number 2 is getting caught in the nitty-gritty of your 18-point must-have items on your list for your dream home. Now, I understand this is a big purchase, it's your biggest investment, and you want it to be perfect. However, there are lots of things that can be changed and you need to take into account. And I've seen people fall in love with homes that didn't fit that original list. Be flexible on the things that can be changed, that you can upgrade and improve. For example, a kitchen can be upgraded and you can add some closets. There are certain things that can't be changed, like the view from your bedroom or your living room window, or the location. These are things that can't be changed. So make sure you take into account what's flexible and what's not, and that will lead you to your dream home. The third mistake I see is getting too focused on the asking price. I have buyers who won't even see a property because it's overpriced. However, you don't know the negotiability the seller may have on this property. Also, when you start negotiating and the seller may not be flexible on the selling price, don't worry about it. As a broker, I have led clients many times in negotiations where we focused on other costs, like closing costs, that the seller may be more willing to cover. And so at the end of the day, what you want to know is how much do you end up spending and how much you end up in your pocket, and do you get the right home? There are different strategies to go about it. So keep that in mind and don't focus too much on the asking price. Point 4, going at it alone. There is a lot of information on internet, a lot of articles, a lot of sources that you can pull from. With all these sources of information, many people think that the hard part in buying a home is just finding the property. Actually, the opposite is true. I always tell my clients, finding a home is the fun and easy part. The problems can happen after. Recently, a friend of mine said he wanted to buy a home on his own, and he asked me, Chloe, where can the deal go wrong? And I said to him, do you have 8 years to hear the answer? Because that's how long I've been in the business. You need somebody on your team who has experience, can help you negotiate, and can help manage all the different actors and players that make sure that this deal gets through the finish line. So you need somebody on your team, and guess what? It's free. Why would you not work with a buyer's agent? Now, those were only 4 tips, but there's a whole lot more that goes into buying $1 million plus home in New York City. So if you have any questions, comment below or give me a call. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Chloe going to the Triple Man. We will see you next time on Chloe Sells NYC.